This episode of the Android Apps Weekly Show is brought to you by Space Climb. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy, and welcome back to another episode of Android Apps Weekly. Let's get right into those headlines. A few weeks back, we talked about how Google Map Maker was making a comeback. This week, we're finally starting to see it roll out to select markets, along with the new moderation tools put in place to prevent pranksters from messing things up once again. Piracy has been a problem on Android for a while, and occasionally developers like to fire back against those that are stealing their property. This week, Noodlecake decided to take action and uploaded a tweaked APK that made the third level impossible to beat if the game was pirated. Despite the 89% piracy rate, Noodlecake is taking it all in stride, and you know what? Good for them. Niantic Labs, the development team responsible for the hit game Ingress, has announced that they are becoming a company independent of Google, and they're taking Ingress and their other application called Field Trip along with them. This doesn't mean much for players and users of the applications, but hey, congratulations to Niantic Labs. PornHub, one of the premier porn streaming sites out there, is thinking of going legit. They're working on a streaming service akin to Netflix, which will include a paid subscription service along with a few applications. The application will of course never make it to Google Play, so parents won't have to worry about their kids stumbling onto that one. Last up this week, Google has announced a new initiative called Android Experiments. This is a little thing where app developers who do something special and unique can be promoted directly by Google. There's a website and the whole 9 yards, and it should yield some interesting results. For even more Android apps and games news, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter, which is linked in the video description below. There you'll find all the headlines, updates, and new releases that we didn't have time for this week. If you're so inclined, you can also sign up using your email address, and we'll send all of this information straight to your inbox every single Friday. While we're at it, you can also find us on Twitch. I'm proud to announce that my replacement Shield tablet is in and I can stream normally again. We will be streaming Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have that link to our Twitch channel linked in the video description below, and I hope to see all of you there. Okay folks, let's take a look at the applications that made a big splash this week. As usual, if you want to check any of these apps or games out, we'll have those links in the video description below. LastPass is a world-renowned password manager, and this last week the application got a huge update. Before, you used to have to pay a subscription just to use it on mobile. Those days are now gone, as LastPass is now free to use for all mobile users. There is still a subscription if you want cross-platform syncing to your computer, but if you want something just for your phone, this is an amazing option for password management. Give it a shot. Focus is a new gallery application that is no joke. It's smooth and clean with an easy access to literally every single image on your device. It has a host of organizational options to keep your photos in line and provide a truly smooth experience. If you fork out the money for the premium version, you'll have advanced tagging so you can organize all of your photos even more, a dark theme, and plenty of other features. I have it on good authority from the developer that Google Photos will also be supported eventually in an upcoming update. It's definitely worth your time if you want to try it out. Dreamify is a new application that warps your photographs. It's based around the Deep Dream project that Google had going to show people how neural networks actually work, and using that premise, it turns your photos into something that looks like it belongs on the cover of the next Tool album. It's really quite entertaining, although your results will vary as there are some release day bugs that haven't been quite ironed out yet. At least it's free to use. Tunnel Vision is one of a few new applications out of Google Creative Labs that came out earlier this week. This one is an application that allows you to record your surroundings, but instead of taking pictures or video, it adds a number of filters to the images to give it a little bit of flair. It works pretty well, and it's an open source application so developers can contribute to it as they please. It's free and it's a fun little application. Last and certainly not least this week is Fallout Shelter. Android fans have been chomping at the bit to get their hands on this one since it was announced at E3 and it has finally been released. This game is closer to a simulation than an actual Fallout game, but Bethesda has managed to make it a whole lot of fun and entertaining enough to where we don't really care. You'll build a vault, play matchmaker to your dwellers, and explore the wasteland. It's a lot of fun and it's free to play. Thanks again for watching the Android Apps Weekly Show, everybody, but let's get down to some serious business. This week's episode is sponsored by Space Climb. Space Climb is a fun little time waster game that's difficult in the same kind of way Flappy Bird is. The idea is you drag your finger across the board to move the little icon in hopes to avoid hitting the walls while also collecting coins. It is tougher than it looks, and you can keep going if you fail if you don't mind watching a video ad or paying up some coins. You can also earn more coins by connecting to Facebook, and there are Google Play Games achievements, which is also really nice. It's free to play, so why not give it a shot and show your support for the Android Apps Weekly Show. That link, if you want to try it out, is in the video description below. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. While you're here, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel? If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, and they're also linked in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description below, and don't forget to subscribe to that newsletter or that Twitch channel. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.